Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitya Namaste Saraswati Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Shatade Sabharine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Asadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langaite Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Dinatarine. Hare Krishna. So we'll continue chapter 18 and Krishna is talking about the buddhi, or what we say intelligence or understanding. So yesterday we saw Sattvika buddhi. So Sattvic buddhi will understand what is good, what is bad, what should be done, what should not be done, what is binding, what is liberating. So let us see today two verses, actually passion and ignorance, okay, because they are very much related. Okay. Yaya dharmam adharmam cha.
Yaya dharmam adharmam cha.
Karyam cha karyam eva cha.
Karyam cha karyam eva cha.
Anyathavat prajanati.
Ayathavat prajanati.
Buddhi sa partha rajasi.
Buddhi sa partha rajasi. Yaya dharmam adharmam cha. Karyam cha karyam eva cha. Ayathavat prajanati. Buddhi sa partha rajasi.
Yaya dharmam adharmam cha karyam eva cha avyatavat prajanati buddhi sapartha rajasi.
So, translation, Osana Prutha, that understanding which cannot distinguish between religion and irreligion, between action that should be done, action should not be done, is in the mode of passion. Let us see the next verse to compare, okay, what's the difference. Dharmam dharmam itiya.
Adharmam dharmam itiya.
Manyate tamsavrita.
Manyate tamasavrita.
Sarvarthan viparitamscha.
Sarvathan viparitamscha.
Buddhi sapartha tamasi.
Buddhi sapartha tamasi. Adharmam dharmam itiya. Manyate tamasavrita. Sarvarthan viparitamscha. Buddhi sapartha tamasi.
Translation and purport. That understanding which considers irreligion to be religion, religion to be religion under the spell of illusion and darkness, and thrives always in wrong direction. O path is in mode of ignorance. Purport. Intelligence in the mode of ignorance is always working in opposite of the way it should. It accepts religions which are not actually religions and reject actual religions. Men in ignorance understand a great soul to be common man and accept a common man to be great soul. They think truth to be untruth and accept untruth as truth. In all activities, they simply take the wrong path. Therefore, their intelligence is mode of ignorance. So you can see mode of ignorance is actually doing opposite, and mode of passion was still it's a state of confusion. You can say they don't know what is good, what is bad, what is religion, what is irreligion, and if it's ignorance, they will do opposite thing. So passion that way, there is tendency to do actions. Right? Passion represented by action. So if you do the actions in this confused state of mind, right, where you don't know what is to be done, what not to be done, then actually the result is binding, or result you are going to suffer. because you are not analyzing correctly and you are just acting, or you are just doing the action. So that action is going to cause the bondage. Also, in ignorance, actually there is more bondage because you are doing wrong. Viparitan, always opposite. So what you are supposed to do, you will not do. You will do exactly opposite. So there is going to be much harder binding because the act is against the scriptures many times. So what scripture says you should do, you will not do. You will do opposite. Why this happens? It is because of the ignorance, because of lack of knowledge. So, and we can see these examples, right, in our friend circle or in our known ones. We can see these type of examples where people don't know what to be done, but still they take the actions, and then they have to suffer. They have to afterwards they lament, why I did like this. I should not have done, but I did. I don't know why. That is because actually mode of passion is active. And ignorance, it can be easily understood, right? So now it's right, what, 9:40. So in the night, right, what is actually advised by scriptures? Say 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, you should be sleeping. That's the scriptural advice, that you should sleep at this time and you should wake up early. I'm just taking a simple example. But now what's happening in Kali Yuga, it exactly opposite. People are awake in the night, sleep in the morning. So it's opposite to what scripture has directed. So these activities in mode of ignorance, because in the night you are in ignorance. After full day of fatigue and so many activities, there is very less energy in person. Also, the mind is not working properly. It is tired. Buddhi is tired. So you cannot discriminate what's good, what's bad, what I should do or should not do. So it's just passion and ignorance is active. And so in the evening time or night time, it is advised that you go to rest instead of doing such activities which are going to bind you. Instead of what you do, you go and sleep. Of course, the devotees, they will read the books, they will do the kirtan late night. That's a different thing because that's transcendental activity. That's not goodness or passion or ignorance. So that is transcendental bhakti activities. So they are beyond this mode. So you can do that anytime. So for chanting or for reading Bhagavad Gita or scriptures, there is no auspicious time. Every time is auspicious because it is bhakti. So then you can do any time. But other than that, if it's not a bhakti activity directly, then other activities will be mostly of ignorance. So if the buddhi is supposed to discriminate good and bad, religion, irreligion, and the buddhi is tired itself, you cannot expect any good directions. But nowadays, like we, including myself, I also work very late in the night. That's the need of the time to survive. We have to work like that. That's how the Kali Yuga is. You have to work more and more. And the more you work, the more is the demand. There is no end. So we work late night, then we are late to wake up. And all the cycle of the day is reverse. So that is actually too much passion and ignorance. But the people who strictly follow their routine of sleeping and waking up early, they are in goodness. And we generally call them sadhus, right? Because they are following the Shastra. So all these yoga schools and everywhere, the practice is to get up early at 3 o'clock. That is the practice. Even if you go to Rishikesh and all, there are so many yoga ashrams. All their routine is like this, as per the Vedic Shastra. Sleep early, wake up early, do the activities in the morning. So this is the way of living in which your buddhi is working properly. And when the buddhi is working properly in proper state, actually it can guide us what is good, what is bad. And that actually helps us to choose the activities which will help bhakti, not the other way around. But the ignorance will make us do the activities which are against the religion, against the scriptures. So what's going to happen? We have to suffer. How we suffer? Uh, one is the reactions, the karma, and we get the reactions from the karma, and then we have to take to suffer or to enjoy those karmas, reactions of karma, we have to live in this life or maybe next life, maybe so many lives we have to go on doing all these things. So buddhi also needs proper training. And buddhi, how to train the buddhi? By reading the scriptures, by hearing the classes, or by chanting. The buddhi gets sharpened. So yoga, people Ashtanga yoga also, they say in the morning you do meditation. 1 hour, 2 hours of meditations are there. Why that? Because you stop all other activities and you try to focus. And when you try to focus, you actually create space for your mind and intelligence. And then the intelligence becomes sharp. And if the intelligence is sharp, that means it's in goodness, then it will give proper direction, not only in the spiritual things, but also in our day-to-day activities, also in office also. If you are fresh in the morning and you do some meditation and then you start work, you can see how your focus has increased and you are able to take the proper decisions. You have to complete your work. You can complete your work in limited time or maybe much faster. So because the buddhi will guide you what should be done. It's so buddhi also in mode of goodness, passion and ignorance, which actually is the subtle part, mind, intelligence and false ego. So it's a subtle body, and if we can train it to be in mode of goodness, actually buddhi can help us to do more and more bhakti activities. So here Krishna explained about the intelligence. Now Krishna will explain more about the sukha, I think, from the next works. What is happiness actually? Also, he will explain about the dhruti, right? Dhruti. So Krishna has to give us explanation. So if the buddhi is working properly, what is the determination that we get from it? How that determination is in different modes. So we'll see this tomorrow. But why Krishna, while reading all these shlokas, almost last 20 shlokas, we are reading the three modes, and action, karma, and doer, and knowledge, intelligence, determine everything in three modes. So these are the ingredients of the action and constitutes of our body and our performance. So we can see in every activity, every thought, there are modes involved. So when Krishna says that in 14th chapter, it is by these three modes that all the material world is working. So we should not be, or in these shlokas, Krishna gives how in different modes you take different decisions or different actions or different knowledge, and then you create different situations where you will act and get bound. So that is how the material world is designed. And if you want to get out of it, what is the solution? His solution is to do bhakti. So Krishna will take the discussion towards that. But before that, he's telling us how much entangling all the situations or everything in this material world is. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see about the determination. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any comments? Anything from anyone? Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.